The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. Some in the crowd who heard these words of Jesus said, "This is truly the prophet." Others said, "This is the Christ." But others said, "The Christ will not come from Galilee, will he? Does not Scripture say that the Christ will be of David's family and come from Bethlehem, the village where David lived?" So division occurred in the crowd because of him. Some of them even wanted to arrest him, but no one laid hands on him. So the guards went to the chief priests and Pharisees, who asked them, "Why did you not bring him?" The guards answered, "Never before has anyone spoken like this man." So the Pharisees answered them, "Have you also been deceived? Have any of the authorities or the Pharisees believed in him? But this crowd, which does not know the law, is accursed." Nicodemus, one of their members, who had come to him earlier, said to them, "Does our law condemn a man before it first hears him and finds out what he is doing?" They answered and said to him, "You are not from Galilee also, are you? Look and see that no prophet arises from Galilee." Then each went to his own house. The Gospel of the Lord. To me, when I read these readings, it spoke to me of truth. And it takes effort. We have to put effort into finding out what the truth is. We have to use our ears and our eyes to take in information and then process it through our brain to figure out what the truth is. And there's lots of examples where people reject truth. Kind of one that's not too old, but Galileo. He studied the motion of celestial bodies, the sun, the moon, the stars. And he agreed with scientists before him and physicists before him that the earth revolves around the sun and not the other way around. So he was put under house arrest because people were not ready to accept the truth, were not ready to engage. They had their own notions in their mind. So, yesterday, the first reading was from the book of Wisdom, and it talks about the wicked. So when I say wicked, think of people that don't accept the truth, okay? And I'll paraphrase a little bit of that reading here. It says, "The wicked said among themselves, 'Let us beset,'" and beset means to attack or torture. So, "Let us beset the just one, because he's obnoxious to us. He reproaches us for our transgressions of the law and styles himself a child of the Lord. Merely to see him is a hardship for us." Okay? So the wicked see the people that tell the truth as, you need to get rid of these people. So in our readings, Jeremiah and Jesus are the just ones. They're speaking the truth, and there's evil plots to kill both of them in the readings we just heard. Jeremiah lived about 600 years before Jesus, and he teamed up with the king Josiah, a good king, to put in religious reforms. Pagan worship had gotten out of hand. Jeremiah said that there's more pagan gods than there are towns in Judea, so the southern kingdom. And so the people's response was, let's just kill him. Okay? And then Jesus, in today's gospel, claims that he is the Messiah. And people want to kill him for that because he comes from Galilee. He's supposed to come from Jerusalem. And so they decide they want to kill him. So Jesus and Jeremiah both spoke the truth and both received, like harsh treatment and condemnation from others because they spoke the truth. People were not interested in what they had to say. People were not using their eyes and their ears and their brains to process what was going on. They just made up their minds of what they were going to do. They rejected the truth of these two, Jesus and Jeremiah. And evil works the same way today. People have their point of view, how I see things. And they only accept input to things that confirm their point of view. They're not interested in seeing things as they really are. And they don't engage their brains and their eyes and their ears to what's going on to determine what the truth is. They don't put the effort in to determine what the truth is. And there's all kinds of examples today for that. There's gender confusion. There's the January 6th riots. There's the vaccine for COVID-19. The list just goes on and on. Is Putin speaking the truth? People have their own preconceived ideas of what the truth is, but they're not using their eyes and their ears, and they're not using their brains to figure out what the truth really is. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. And if you want to know the truth, and you have to put in the effort. If you reject the truth, you're rejecting Jesus. And so today's readings to me said that we have to see the things the way they really are. Even if they don't agree with some preconceived notion that we come up with. We have to accept the truth. And we need to pray to God to give us the light so that we can understand and accept the truth in our lives.